Mohammad Umar Farooq biological video. Please make sure to subscribe, like and share. Ask the question for answer and comment about the artwork. You can also answer question to each other for solving the problem in the comment below. So here we will discuss about the plant science. We will discuss just the seed development of angiosperm plant. So let's begin to understand first the vegetative part of the plant and sexual part of the plant, and we will understand the anatomy of the plant structure, basically their flower structure and their part of the different male and female gametes. So let's understand. Here is the plant which contain a root system and shoot system. So here is the stem which that is green in the angiosperm. Angio means their fruit is covered with the fruit. Their seed is covered with the fruit. So here is a node and internode are present, and here is the axillary bud petiole are present, and that is the leaves, and terminal bud is present, which that is made up of meristematic tissue. And here is the leaf blade, and leaf blade is also known as lamina, and that is here is the stamen and ovary, which that is contain a flower, petal and sepal. So the petal is used for the attraction of insect for cross pollination, and calyx are present in the below, which that is a green. And here is the root system and shoot system. A root here is also present. A root is important for the absorption of nutrients, for example mineral and nitrogen. By the fixation, nitrogen fixing bacteria are present in the leguminosae plant or some plant, which that fix the nitrogen to absorb and synthesize the amino acid into the plant. By photosynthesis also sugar produced. So here is the flower. Flower contain for example it is the basically hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means male and female sexual organ are present in the same flower or in the same plant. So here is the sepal, and that's a longitudinal section of flower cross section, and here is the sepal, and here is the petal. Petal is in the form of pink color, which they are showing in the figure. While here is the stigma. Stigma is attached with the mucilaginous sugary material, which that is trap the pollen grains. And here is the anther and filament, which that is collectively known as stamen. While here is the pistil and ovary, which that is collectively known as the female gametes, female organ. So the female organ is made up of different cells, for example, and inside the cell is the ovule. Ovule mean it is the precursor of seed, so the seed development, while the outer ovary is the future fruit. So the ovary is the future fruit. So here I am drawing just a simple one seed, but the multiple seed is also present. By the multiple ovule are present. If the multiple ovule are present in the same ovary, it means the more than one seed are developed in the same ovary in the same fruit. So here is the synergids, oosphere, and that is the secondary nucleus, and egg apparatus is here, and it is contain a antipodal cell as well as the synergid, oosphere, and basically inside the egg. So here ovule is the basically inside, and that is produce the seed, while the outer core of the ovule is known as the ovary, and ovary is developed into the fruit. So dehiscent and indehiscent fruit are present. Fleshy and drupe or some berry or other type of fruit can be developed from it. So here is the male reproductive organ, which that is known as the stamen. So the cross section of the stamen show the pollen grains and basically pollen chamber. So this is the transverse section of the male part of the plant. So the pollen grain will attach in the stigma and pollen tube developed, and this development of pollen tube ultimately the fertilization. This type of fertilization in the angiosperm is known as the double fertilization. So why double fertilization we will discuss. And next, after all, we will discuss about the seed development also, but we should understand the basic concept about the reproduction and their fertilization to produce a seed. It means the how to seed produce from it. So here is the basically inside is the ovule. I am not drawing the ovary, but here is a double fertilization will occur. How to produce? Here is the synergids. Two synergids cell are present, and that is synergid is the important we will discuss also. But we should understand the focus on the seed development. So here is the egg are present. So the first egg, and this egg is basically male nucleus are present, and male nucleus is come from the pollen grain, and it means the two type of male nucleus will be fertilized. So here is the first egg, and here is the polar nucleus. When polar nucleus is attached with the male nucleus to form the nutritive tissue is known as the endosperm. So the endosperm will be formed, we will discuss also. But here is the ovary, outer layer we should understand just, and it become a fruit, while the polar nuclei will become the nutritive tissue endosperm. And antipodal cell are present in the blue color showing the figure I am drawing. And here is the male nucleus, and here is the male nucleus, so you can say, and that is the embryo sac whole, it is known as the embryo sac. So that is the female reproductive organ. And here is the down is the antipodal cell. Anti mean outside, podal mean feet like structure, it means the anti mean against, or you can say that is podal cell. Antipodal cell provide nourishment to egg cell. It is rich in lipid content, also starch, but you should remember that is basically lipid content is rich. So let's begin to understand the seed. So how to develop seed? So here is the male nucleus will be fertilized with the polar nuclei to become a endosperm, while on the other hand egg fertilized with the zygote to become an embryo. So here is the basically I am coloring the pink color. It shows that it is known as the endosperm, while here is the aleuron, that is the outer layer, and the most outer layer is known as the hull in the seed of ziamase or some other, for example Oryza sativa. So the starchy endosperm are present, and coleoptile is the green color showing, which that is a future stem, while the radical is future root, coleorhiza, it becomes the coleorhiza. And here is the radical and plumule. Plumule is going to coleoptile, it means plumule is the shoot system, and radical is used for the root system. So remember, and here we will discuss about the development of the male nuclei to become a pollen tube. So the pollen tube is produced. Here is the male gametes is the sperm nuclei, and it is generative nucleus and vegetative nucleus. It is haploid, and also egg is haploid, while here is the callose formation and tube nucleus 1n, which that is produce the tube, and callose plug will be formed, which that is prevent to move outward and also create the pollen tube. So you can see that here. And here we will discuss about the importance of seed first, and then we will discuss about the development of seed. So the seed is very important because it is hard, outer coat and seed coat is hard. So that is why it is survivable in the environment, harsh environment, hot environment or cold environment. It is not enzymatically infected. So the storage of food and tough seed coat, which that prevent the pathogenesis, and endosperm are present inside, which that is used for the nutrition of the plant, where the nutrition is lack of the nutrition for the embryo development, so it is important for it. And dispersion modification through animal, water or air, you can say everything which that is related to that. And increased diversity of plant of same population and resistant to harsh environment. while on the other hand we will discuss just last topic about the process of seed development. So the process of seed development is the first, which that is we can understand and classify. Number one is the terminal cell will be produced and basal cell suspensory also produced in the pink color, and green color is the terminal cell, which that is the have diploid. Diploid means after fertilization. So the enhancer embryo and form endosperm. So that means here is the endosperm we will not discuss. We just understand the embryo, and that is development of seed. So here is the number two is the pro embryo will be formed. It means pro mean before and embryo mean the embryo, which that is the diploid number of nuclei, and there is the multiple cell, and suspensor is the black color show. Suspensor used for the basically suspensor is used for the production of root, going toward the root. And here is the number three is the cotyledons. It is mean two cotyledons. We can classify the monocotyledons and two cotyledons, dicotyledons. Monocotyledons means the cotyledon is the single in the grass family, while the dicotyledon is the angiosperm, which that is we can say that woody plant also. And here is the number pro embryo and suspensor is also produced a mono and di. So here is a fruit. Fruit is wrapping around due to the production of ovary, which that is modification and ripening of ovary, and epicarp is present. It is known as the outer layer of the fruit, and endocarp is the inside of the fruit layer, while inside is the basic endosperm is looking like that. It is the I am drawing the purple color, and endosperm form. Endo mean inside and sperma mean seed. So the endosperm will be formed, and second sperm fertilization to second sperm fertilization, and that endosperm will be formed, and foods contained endosperm provide nutrition to the cotyledons to grow up. So that means cotyledons will be also provide the nutrition, and which that's come from the endosperm, and cotyledons basically is made up of endosperm. So that is the precursor, endosperm is the precursor of cotyledons. So the epicotyle is here, which that is mean the upper part, stem and leaves produced from the epicotyle, while the embryo here is the embryo is the between the epicotyle and hypocotyle. So the hypocotyle is the lower stem future, while the radicle is the future roots, and basal cell suspensor is the basal cell suspensor, which that is used for the root production. So remember about that. That is all thing is about that. And seed development will be formed. Seed will be developed from this mechanism, and this seed is covered with the outer coat is the tough is known as the seed coat, which that is important for the survive in the environment. And when the temperature and environment will be favorable, that means the seed will be germinate after the absorption of water to imbibition, after imbibition to rupture the seed coat to produce again that plant, which that is the ancestral plant, you can say. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel, and you can watch another video related to the plant science, and give the suggestion for the new video about the plant science and botanical aspects. So thanks, bye.